Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 12th of September 2022. And we have a number of very interesting news. The first news is from Scotland and it's from Rosebank. Their newest bottling is their oldest bottling ever. And it's the last bottling from before the closure. And now the distillery is still being renovated and they want to start the production in 2023, and then it will take a few years until we find first whiskies on the market. The old bottling is pretty remarkable because it's 4,000 bottles, which is quite a lot for such a closed distillery. 48.1% ABV, not chill filtered, no coloring, no artificial coloring. Then we have an Ardbeg new batch from the Traigh Bhan. It's the batch 4, 19 years of age. Since 2019, that was a Traigh Bhan. Yeah, they brought out batches. And it's a mixture of ex-bourbon, ex-sherry casks. And now they say they have the biggest percentage of Oloroso sherry casks in that fourth batch of the Traigh Bhan. It's 46.2% ABV, no coloring, no chill filtration. Then we have the Talisker Surge, which is still halfway in the rumor box. It's ex-American oak barrels. It will be available pretty shortly. 45.8% ABV, around 95 euros, which will be 90 pounds, maybe more. But we don't know where and when it will be launched. So stay tuned. We will probably have an update on that one. Now we have very bad news because the whole energy crisis is also hitting Scottish distilleries. And the SWA, the Scottish Whisky Association, has done a survey of their members of their distilleries, and they are saying they are expecting a doubling of costs within the next 12 months. The reasons they state is Brexit, increased energy and transport costs. And what will happen to the consumer prices for whiskey, we don't have a clear picture right now. Then we have a scientific or marketing experiment, and that is Glenlivet has sent barley seeds into space. And the experiment was to have the grain be on very rough conditions, the accelerations and the weightlessness and everything, and they wanted to find out, does it harm the seeds or can you grow plants? I don't know how they will experiment with that because they got the grain back and they say everything is all right with them. They can grow them, so they didn't grow them in space, but so it is possible to send grain into space, bring it back and grow it again. Yeah, that was it probably. Pretty much. Yeah. Then we have in the United States, we have a personal change at Four Roses, and that is a new brand ambassador and mixologist. Her name is Abby Martini. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce her. She has already a lot of experience, 10 years in the spirit business. She was already sales manager, or I think the leading sales manager at Four Roses, and she was at restaurants and bars before that, and now she is responsible for the brand of Four Roses and also the cocktail programs in bars and restaurants of the distillery. Then we have a multi-million pound deal between Penderyn and China. Penderyn is planning a big expansion with new distilleries Llandudno and Swansea. And the next step is, they just did it. And they have a deal with China, which will be their biggest export market. And the CEO said in May 2021, the only way is up, and we have no intentions of resting on our laurels. So he wants to really work on that and really get it going. Then we have news. I'm not quite sure how that is internationally, but and the big news in the mainstream news is Queen is dead. So rest in peace. And also, there was a lot of demand for the Buckingham Palace Dry Gin when the Queen died, and at least here in Germany everything is sold out, and probably it will be within the United Kingdom, and probably all the Crown dependencies will be the same. So yeah, rest in peace, and yeah, that was it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next week.